First of all, congratulations on this really awesome movie. Heaven is for real. Do you think is heaven for real?
It is for me. It is for me, absolutely.
Why?
I think that we will all be surprised at what we find on the other side of this life. And I believe that life is not limited to just the physical body that we have now.
You've directed many big films, Braveheart, Secretariat, but what inspired you wanted to take on this project? I mean, what prompted you wanted to do Heaven is for Real?
I thought this was a story that was unbelievable on its face, that when I first heard about it, I didn't believe it. And I think that every human being is confronted with the mystery of where do we go?
Yes.
Or do we go anywhere? Is life just the part that we see here? But when I would look at the stars or watch a baby be born, for example, and particularly when you watch someone die, it starts to, it makes the question much more personal and relevant of where do we come from and where do we go and what is life?
Very interesting when you mentioned about the stars. I mean, sometimes in my own opinion, I think those stars are the spirits who left this earth and they're out there and they might be waiting to reincarnate for next life, or that's where they are right now. But I don't know, a lot of people who believe more in science would believe what we believe, because they might take things or see things differently. I mean, there's a conflict, or there's a different belief or different perspectives, right? I've seen heaven myself when I was little. I dreamt that Jesus took me to heaven, and everything was so beautiful up there and so, I mean, amazing. And I don't want to go back to this earth. So when I share that story with the Burko family, they're like, wow, wow. But I'm sure Colton's story is much more exciting than a lot of our story.
But it's very much that experience. You know, in science we say that you should objectively observe something and try not to decide too soon what it is, but how do you explain this experience? And so many people have the experience either near death or in a dream, and particularly children, of something that feels so real. And I think, what do we make of that? What is the message from that? And if we feel it by looking at the stars, or we feel it looking at a flower, or looking in the eyes of each other, what makes us have a sense that there's more than we understand, and that if we embrace the idea that life is eternal, then perhaps we live this life in a different way.
Very interesting. And how did you find Connor play Colton? Because he is just really natural, very real.
Yes.
Very energetic.
Yes. If we didn't have him, the movie would not work, because he's not a Hollywood kid. He's not an actor. He doesn't pretend. He is, and we fell in love with him, and we couldn't wait to see what he would do. Every time we would bring him on set, we knew it was going to be a magical experience. And you can see him from watching the trailer. You know that this kid is authentic.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
such an honor to
it's
talk
so great
to you,
to meet
sir.
you. Thank you.